Hey, Miss I Am here. I am strong. I am worthy. I am bold. I am confident. I am courageous. I am chosen. I am divinely protected. And so are you if you know. I hope all is well. I hope you protecting your energy. I hope you protecting your peace. And I hope you vibrating high on your path and energy. So I just wanted to come on with a quick message today that wherever you're at on your path and journey, if you just begun, if you're, deep in and getting into your purpose, or if you just, just healing, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of courage through it all. It takes a lot of courage to, just to switch everything out when you're so used to living a certain way. And then, that you have to change that. It takes a lot of courage to realize that. It takes a lot of courage and strength to actually do what needs to be done. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. When you're not used to getting up praying every day, it takes a lot to get up and pray and do it and pray before you do what needs to be done. Pray to the Most High Mother and Father. It takes a lot of strength to reverse that, taking advantage of the things, being grateful and thankful for the things that you used to take advantage of, like just the air you breathe, the ground beneath your feet, waking up, having heat in your home, having a home in general, where most people would take that for granted. But you have to be thankful and grateful for those things. Say it. Tell the Most High Mother and Father that you're grateful, not just saying it to yourself. Telling them how grateful and you are thankful you are to have what you have, and not sit in bitter energy and dwell on what you want. So it takes a lot of strength to turn that all around and to, live a day. It takes a lot of strength. And when you start it, it takes a lot of strength to do it. And it takes a lot of strength to keep it going, depending on where you're at. Like, it doesn't matter where you're at. It just takes a lot of strength and courage to keep it going. You can't go back. You can't unsee. You can't unfeel. You can't unhear. So it takes a lot of courage to keep that going. It takes a lot of courage to stand your ground and do what still is best for you when society and everybody around you is doing the total opposite of what you're doing. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot to heal and to keep healing. It takes a lot to admit that you're damaged to begin with. And then when you admit that you're damaged, that takes the courage there to admit that you're damaged. And when you heal that, it takes a lot to, when you're eating, for me, through personal experience, just changing my whole diet, just eating, that took a lot. And it took a lot to maintain it. I'm still, trying to maintain that because I ate so dirty for years. I didn't watch what I eat. I didn't watch my portion. I didn't do exercise. So it's hard to maintain that. It's hard to keep that going when you've done something, for so long. It takes a lot of strength and courage to keep that going. It takes a lot. Most people would give up and just go back to what they're used to doing, go back to how they're used to feeling. But it takes a lot to keep that going because you understand that this is for the best. You understand that without all of this, going through this, you can't become the highest version of yourself, the best version of yourself, right? So I commend you for, hanging in there. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of strength to cut people off when you love people so much. It takes a lot of strength to not go around those people when you're feeling a little lonely. It takes a lot of strength. I know for me, through personal experience, when I did feel like lonely, I embraced my loneliness now. But when I was struggling in that area, I thought about all the heartache and pain that I had to go through to get here. So no, I did not want to go back to that. But it took a lot of strength to still get past that, the process, the healing process, Like I said, when you do something, for years, you do something for years, and it's just, you just try to, it takes a lot. Me getting into the gym, not exercising, just used to walking, not used to running, being physical on a football field, but that's been years for me. So once I let all that go, I ain't have no, I wasn't doing anything to help my body, stay healthy. So just getting into the gym, stretch, remember to have to stretch before I start lifting or before I start running, getting cramps, not remembering like, oh, I forgot to stretch, or oh, I feel a little winded today. It took a lot. And just to that, that first, when I had my first, training, like my session, like I was so sore. Like when I had my first like full run, just my trainer at the gym, he just working me. I was sore as hell. It took a lot to get up the next day when my body was hurting so bad. It took a lot for me to go back. No, I didn't have a session the next day, but it took a lot for me to go back. I mean, yeah, it did. Sorry, it took a lot for me to go back because it was like, damn. But I held on to my strength, and I knew that it would serve me better in the end. So just knowing that I'm doing something beneficial, though I'm hurting, I'm sore, I'm winded, but it's going to be something beneficial for me in the end. So it took a lot. There was days I wanted to get out the gym. Like, man, fuck it, I'm going home. I'm not doing this shit no more. But I thought about when my sugar dropped down, and they wasn't able to find out why my sugar dropped down. They ran multiple diabetes tests, this and that, and they couldn't figure out why. It was stress, for me stressing so much. So, it took a lot of strength and courage to do that. I knew I couldn't give up. I knew I had to hang in there, but the process of getting to where I need to be, it took a lot of strength and courage to hang in there. Because it's easier said than done. Be strong, hang in there. That's always easier said than done. But you got to actually put the work in. So it takes a lot of courage and strength to stay on your path. It takes a lot, to keep pushing when most people are just not simply going to get you. They're just not going to accept you, and that's okay. I don't say that to put anybody in a bad mood or make you feel any type of way. That's just what it is. When you're on a spiritual journey, it's not accepted. Society makes us think that it is a bad thing, and it's not. So for the most part, you're just not going to be accepted unless you come around and be around people that think like you and are on the spiritual journey as well. They will be the ones who accept that and know, So it takes a lot to keep it going. It does. It takes a lot. It takes a lot when somebody says something negative and the old you would have reacted, in a way. And it takes a lot to just let it go. It takes a lot to just let it, you let it play itself out. You don't have to be mean in return. You don't have to, unless somebody trying to put hands on you, that's different. You got to defend yourself. But other than that, you just don't have to react. And it's a beautiful thing to know that things will play out and you don't have to react, But it takes a lot of strength and courage to stay there. It takes a lot, mainly strength. It just takes a lot of strength to keep that going. Because for one, it took a lot of strength. It took a lot of strength for you to pick to go in and heal yourself and start your so it's going to take more strength. So it's not like the strength stops. You have to keep getting that strength to keep going on because there's different levels. So it's just, but stay strong. Like, it's easy for me to say, right? Stay strong, but you know what you got to do. So if anybody out there feeling any type of way, it's the holidays. Some people may not have their families. I don't have my parents, but I think about all the good times that I had, and it makes me smile. It makes me be very grateful and thankful for my physical parents who brought me in through the vessel. I am very grateful and thankful for them. I think about all the happy times that I've shared with them. So if there's anyone out, stay strong. You got this. You have everything you need. I know it's better. I know it's easier said than done, but we'll do so. But it just takes a lot. So just when you think that you're not doing enough, yes, you are. You're doing plenty. You have to give yourself time. I know I had to learn to have patience. I was an impatient person. I had to learn to have patience. I found out a part of me was expecting myself to just heal overnight. It don't work like that. It's a process. So certain areas where I thought I was healed when I was coming up before I got to here, I wasn't healed yet. So I still had to, So it's just like, and that's okay. You have to go back and, that's okay. As long as it gets done, that's all that matters. How it gets done, that's irrelevant, as long as it's positive. Now, you're not doing stuff and that just ain't going to work out. But as long as you're, doing it in a positive way to get it all out and, just so you can be the, best version, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. No one's perfect. None of us is perfect. Everybody has room for an improvement. None of us is perfect. It's just, the illusion in society makes us think, make people think that we're perfect. We're too, and that's just not the case. But the strength is very key, especially around this time. I don't know. I'm not. I used to be into the holidays. I'm not really into that. I do have a birthday this month. I'm very grateful and thankful to, you know what I mean? But I just don't do some of the things that I used to do. Just spend my birthday with positive family and positive people who want to be around, and the ones who don't, that's fine. I don't lose any sleep or get upset. I have an old soul. My crowd is older. When I did have one, I really didn't resonate with most people my age, But anyway, get all into that. But anyway, it's just the strength is key. Just think about all the good times. Hang in there. You did it. You did the hard part. The hard part, which was, I feel like for me, through personal experience, the hard part is starting it, the letting people go, the healing. That is the hardest part for me. Some of y'all, that might be different. It might be a little different for you and what you've been through. For me, but that was the hardest part for me, was to just, simply choose me and just let it all go. Because I was around so much negativity, and I was pouring, I was forgetting about myself. And, that was just the hardest part for me. And that as well, through personal experience, is just to keep that going. Like I said, keeping that strength going when you're such a giver, and you got to stop. You got to stop giving. People are so used to taking, you're not around for them to take anymore. So, it was a little rough for me, but, nothing's, it wasn't going to be easy, So, and it's not going to be, but it will get easier. But, when you get to where you're fully, but this is the path. It's good, healing, just like when you go through stuff you hurt, the healing process hurts as well, because you got to heal. So that process hurts as well. That's what I have to keep in mind. I'm also healing, so I'm going to hurt through the healing process to get to where I need to be. So just, it just takes a lot of courage to stay. It just takes a lot to keep everything going when everybody's against you, when everybody got something to say, when everybody, just is the total opposite of you. And it can be, but just hang in there and keep your strength. You have everything you need. And I mean everything, and you look at how things are working for you. You know what I mean? You don't focus on what other people got going on. You focus on what's best for you, and keep doing that. That takes a lot. Because like I said, most people are just always in other people's bit, what other people got going on. So they just simply stay in your lane of isolation, or however that takes a lot. It takes a lot. So hang in there, keep your strength up, keep doing what's best for you. You got everything you need. You've done that. They didn't do it, you did it. You done everything that you needed to do for you, and that's all that matters. So just keep your strength. Remember that the strength that you had to do it to begin with, that'll keep you going. It's going to motivate you. Miss, I am here. I am strong. I am worthy. I am bold. I am confident. I am courageous. I am chosen. I am divinely protected. And so are you if you know. Keep protecting your energy. Keep protecting your peace. Keep your strength up. And keep doing what's best for you. Take care.